Okay, good morning and welcome to Sukkah Daf Sukkah number 4. Shmuel, how you doing this morning?
Oh, Baruch Hashem.
How'd you enjoy your Shabbos?
Shabbos is great.
Yeah?
Great.
You're part of the Kiddush here in this room. Shmuel claims the floor is a little sticky here. We give a share in the Ezra's Nashim over here. Shmuel claims the floor is a little sticky. Apparently when they were throwing the candies, a couple of them slipped out of their wrappers and the kids went on the floor. Instead of picking them up, they started licking them from the floor.
I don't think that's
Is that what happened?
No, because...
So why the floor is sticky?
It's sticky. I don't know why it's sticky. Maybe,
Come on, give me your theory.
I know why it's sticky, because the soda fell on the floor and it got
The
sticky.
soda fell on the floor. All right. So today we're going to start with a new Succah. The bottom of Gimel Beis. Haisa Gvoa Me'esrim Amma. The Sukkah was taller than 20 amos. Ubalamata. Bekarim Kasasos. Now we know that the Mishnah says that Rabbanan hold the Sukkah has to be within 20 amos. So you have a Sukkah that's higher than 20 amos, right? So you want to go and take some pillows and mattresses and put them on the floor and reduce the height of the Sukkah. And you intend to leave it there. Rashi says for 7 days, the whole Sukkah you intend to leave it there. Low heavy meat. This doesn't qualify to Mayir Sukkah. It's still a Apostle Sukkah. Because most people, when they put their mattresses down, they take them up in the morning. You know, a lot of people sleep in their Sukkah, right? So when you sleep in the Sukkah, you bring your mattress out. How do you normally sleep in the Sukkah, Shmuel?
I had a long tkufa. I used to sleep, yes.
You're supposed to sleep in the Sukkah. That's a mitzvah, right?
Right.
But sometimes we don't do it, right?
It depends on the situation. Sometimes it's maybe raining. No, that's not an answer.
Not in Israel, in America. I remember growing up when I was in America, they came up with my father tried to dissuade me every year from sleeping in the Sukkah. He tried to tell me they had the mosquitoes, they were carrying this variant that would kill you with the mosquitoes. The Nile mosquitoes, they're going to kill you. You go out there. He tried to tell me it's going to rain, it's going to pour, you're going to freeze. But you know what? I steadfastly held on to my beliefs, and I slept in that Sukkah every year. Really? You know what? Not even that, but I took a mattress. They never let me keep the mattress in the Sukkah. So I had to take the mattress out every day and bring it back in, a big mattress, you know. So when I wanted to take a nap in the afternoon, I had to take the mattress in. My sister thought it was funny. She thought, wow, this guy, he's really from. He's taking the mattress. Even for a nap, I wouldn't even take a nap in the house.
You're a good man.
I had tzaddik.
Okay.
Tzaddik. Shmuel, why weren't you sleeping in the Sukkah?
Why was I sleeping?
You know, there's halacha and Shulchan Aruch. It says you have to sleep in the Sukkah. Vatal Mitzvah's essay.
Wow.
Anyway, this is probably what the Gemara is talking about over here. You had a lot of people sleeping in the Sukkah, and they put their mattresses there. And the people who are, obviously they own their Sukkah, or the people let them keep their mattresses there and their pillows there. That's the chayur the Gemara is talking about, right?
That's right.
Let them keep it there for all 7 days.
Bob. Oh, it's not Bob. Sorry.
My name is Bensi. Why you call me Bob?
No, it sounded like something to say, like you hear on these when they have these announcers by the sports. They say, "That's right, Bob." You know what I mean?
You're referring to The Simpsons and Sideshow Bob?
No, these two, like when you have a sports announcers.
Did you watch The Simpsons?
That's right, Bob.
When you were growing up?
That's right, Bob.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. Shmuel, we have to get on the same page over here. We're losing viewers.
Okay, let's go.
All right, even though you intend to leave it there for all 7 days, you left your mattresses there. You're gonna eat and walk and put your table on your mattresses. Most people take in their mattresses; they don't leave it there. Let's say instead of putting mattresses there, you put straw there. Heavy miyut. That is considered a miyut, and it would make your sukkah kosher as long as it's 20 amos. Kosher can offer a bitlo. Certainly, dirt, which is like the ground, you put in your sukkah and you make it 20 amos high from the top of the dirt, it would be kosher. Tevin vein sarach lifnoso offer stam. What about if you have straw? You don't intend to leave it there the whole time, but you just, in the back of your mind, you don't plan on removing it. It's not like you're mavatal. Rashi says mavatal befiv. You say, I'm going to keep it there for the whole 7 days. You don't do it verbally. You don't say it. You just plan to leave it there. Offer stam, and offer, you don't have any thought. You just leave it there without thinking one thing or another thing. That's a machlokas Rabbi Yossi Rabbanan. The stand bayishim mileu tevin otzoros ubitlo mevotlo. If you have, this is talking about hilchos tuma, tumas on mace. Let's say you have part of a mace in a house, and you fill the house all the way up with straw or rocks, and you're mevatel it, according to Rashi, with your mouth. Mevotol, bitlo in lo bitlo lo. Only if you mevatel it. And the nafkamina of this halacha is that if you fill up the house with something that makes it, that you consider it permanently there, so then the halacha is the tuma is suppressed. It doesn't have a tevach gap between it and the roof, and it would be bokeh va'ola. You know this halacha that tuma is bokeh va'ola if it's completely suppressed underneath. What about Rabbi Yossi Omer Tevin also the nose Areu Ka'afar Stam Ubatal. Rabbi Yossi is, well, I guess he's Makel, or he's Machmer actually. He says if you have tevin and you don't plan on leaving it and removing it, afar stam, it's batal. It's batal, and it's considered, and therefore the tumor would come out of the house. So afar also if no sareu kustam tevin v'lo batal. We also hold, but if you have tevin and you don't plan on removing it, sorry, tevin. 1 second. If you have dirt and you plan on removing it, it's like stam tevin, where you just didn't have mind one way or the other, below batal. Even Riosi's moda is not batal.
Okay, so what does this all help us over here? I mean,
it tells Machlokes Rabbi Yossi and the Rabbanan about these two cases, about tevin, and also the nos and offer stam. According to Rabbi Yossi, the halach would be that is batal. It's considered part of your sukkah, and it would machshir the sukkah. And according to the Rabbanan, it wouldn't. You have to actually mavatel the you have to actually mavatel with your mouth. Let's go on. Haisa gvoa.
These are all, this is a new halacha. Now it's something else.
No halacha. Haisa gvoa me'asr ma'ama. V'hutzin yardim v'silach esr ma'ama. The sukkah was 20 amos high, and you have branches. You know, your branches. Sometimes they sell these branches outside. You know, like these palm tree branches. They hang down. They go b'silach esr ma'ama. Im silsam ruba michamsam kshera. If there's so many branches hanging down and it makes silsam ruba michamasa within 20 amos, and it's kosher, because it's your new schach, the lower schach, the branch is drooping over your new schach. And if it's not silsam ruba michamasa, then it's possible. It's a very small sukkah, only 10 tvachim high. How tall is 10 tvachim?
10 tvachim.
How many tvachim is in an amma? 6 tvachim an amma, or 6 tvachim an amma? Okay. You know, 6 tvachim an amma. An amma is, let's say, 2 feet. So you have about 3.5 feet. 3 and a little more feet.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to fit in the sukkah. I don't know, maybe midgets can fit in the sukkah. Maybe you lie down in the sukkah, you sleep there. But let's say who's in yard in the sukkah eser. And then you have branches going within, making it less than 10 tvachim. If these branches is not the majority, it's more sun than shade, it would be good. It's a disgusting place to live. It's less than 10 tvachim in some places. No one would want to sleep in a sukkah like that. A new case. You have a sukkah that was 20 amos high, and you built a platform in the middle. You see the picture
yes,
on this side. There's a picture over here. Even in the regular Gemaras, you don't need an art scroll for this. You have a little more fancy picture. You have some piece of wood or something. I have a pretty plain picture. But anyway, you can see there's 3 walls around this itztaba. It's in the emsa. So therefore you have 3 walls. And from the platform to the schach is less than 20 amos. But the rest of the sukkah is greater than 20 amos. So what's the halacha? And it has 7 tvachim on each side. That would be kosher. Why is that kosher? Because the part where the platform is, that's less than 20 amos. And there's a halacha, we'll learn on Daf Yomi, that Sal Yotzim in a sukkah is nidon k'sukkah, that an extension of a sukkah that comes out from a good sukkah, even though the extension is not 100% kosher, it would also be nichal in the sukkah. It's actually Malachos Rishonim over here, whether the rest of the sukkah would be kosher or not. It's not so kosher, but we'll go with that explanation. Let's say you have it's the on the sides, therefore it only has 2 walls, the platform. You need 3 walls for a sukkah. If from the wall on the opposite side is less than 4 amos to the beginning of the platform, So then you would have dofen akuma, there's halacha, you could bend the wall. And therefore, even though that part of the wall is above 20 amos, you bend it to the beginning of the platform, less than 4 amos, so therefore it's a good wall. But if it's 4 amos, then it's not dofen akuma. Tanino, we know from a Mishnah later on, so you have a house that got a hole in it, and you put Succah over there. And normally, a stone wall is not kosher for Succah. It's makabel tuma. It has to be something which is not makabel tuma. But you gotta, so in the start of the Succah to the walls less than 4 amos, we say dofen akuma to machshir it. So we see from that Mishnah the halacha of dofen akuma. So what's the chiddush over here? You have to tell me halacha of dofen akuma. So the Gemara says ma'u to say mahasam hu dechazil dofen. There, the wall is within 20 amos, so it's a good wall. It's potentially a good wall for sukkah. Aval haka lo chazil dofen. Here the wall is more than 20 amos. And malo, I might say we don't say dofen akuma. Kamash malan, we do say dofen akuma even over here. Haisak voa nu halacha me'esrim amabana itztaba be'emtsiyasa. Let's say you just built a platform in the middle of the sukkah. Now, it wasn't next to any of the walls, just in the middle. From 3 walls, you're going to extend the 20 more than 20 amos wall, you're going to bend it. Psula. What's the chiddush over here? That's the same chiddush that we said before. We say dofen akuma in such a situation. You might say dofen akuma from one side. You say aval kol ruach v'ruach lo, but from 3 directions to say dofen akuma 3 times to machshir one sukkah, kamash malan, we still say dofen akuma.
Wow, that's scary. You're walking into a sukkah and oh, the walls are bending. Right, dofen akuma. It's like an optical illusion. So
yes, exactly. In Shmuel's sukkah, they give out 3D glasses.
I wouldn't go to sleep in such a sukkah.
No, it's a good idea. It's a new Hollywood can come out with a new movie. No, and in the theme parks, you go to Disney World, whatever. You go to the sukkah demonstration. They give you 3D glasses.
You always try to find an angle.
The collapsing
that was a funny
sukkah.
pun, wasn't that?
Wow.
You found a new angle in the dofen akuma.
Right, a new angle,
That's
exactly.
good.
And they could write that pun over there also. Finding a new angle, and they could put like a plaque up, Sukkah Daf Dalit and Dofen Akuma.
There is a place in Eretz Yisrael where you go around Sukkah's time and they have all these types of interesting sukkahs. Talking about there's a nature preserve and they have in there, whatever it's called, they have it's
called Mini Sukkah.
They have a lot
Mini
of
Israel, Mini
right,
Sukkah.
They have a lot of these sukkahs, all different. I don't know if they're
I've
all.
seen these books. You ever seen these books they test the kids with?
You can't sit in the because a lot of them are puzzle. You have to be careful because some people think, oh, it's a sukkah, I'll sit in there. But no, they're showing off puzzle sukkahs. You know what I'm saying? You might have to find a good sukkah.
You have to be careful.
Right.
A lot of people trick you in this world. They want to make sure you lose out in the midst of a sukkah, right?
No, they're not trying. What do you have to get?
Well,
they're not trying to.
Where is this place?
It's outside of Yerushalayim. It's a tourist attraction.
So people actually use those sukkahs to sit in?
No, you have to be careful. That's what I'm telling you because this sukkah could say on it. This sukkah is
They're actually
sukkah.
The size of a sukkah?
No, I don't know. I was never there. My friend went there. I don't know the details, but I could find out if you're interested. I don't know. Maybe you'll want to go there. Maybe.
Cost money to go there?
I don't think so. Okay, it's one of these things that they do. They have this, like a public park sort of thing.
And people eat their lunch there or something? Is that what you're saying? You have to be
exactly.
careful?
People bring their lunch and then they have to, but you have to be careful. You go to a real, some of these, I don't know why. I understood that some of the sukkahs there aren't exactly 100%. Maybe they're part of the exhibition and people just sit there and they don't realize that this is showing a sukkah which is not kosher.
You know this for sure, Shmuel?
I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining. Okay, let's go. Continue.
All right, we have to go on. All right, let's say the sukkah was less than 10 tefachim tall, right, which is possible. You dug a hole in the bottom of the sukkah in order to make it a depth of 10 tefachim. If from the edge of where you dig to the walls is less than 3 tefachim, is 3 tefachim, then it's possible. The top of Dalam and Beis, Kshera, then it's kosher.
Wow, before we said 4 amas, now we're talking about.
Oh, Shmuel, you're on the ball today. This is the Gemara's kasha.
my
Have you
God,
learned this
I can't
before?
believe
Shmuel learned the Gemara before, so he can appear smart and ask this question. Nah, joking. Shmuel, very good, very good. I'm glad. Maishna. So we say it was less than 3 tefachim, the din of lavud, and therefore you can extend the ditch to the walls and make a wall of 10 tefachim. Maishna hasam the amar pachos ma'arba amos. By dofen akum we say the shear is 4 amos, which is a lot, almost 8 feet. Maishna haka the amar pachos mishal tefachim, very small. So what's the answer, Shmuel?
Yes.
What do you think the answer is?
I don't know.
You asked the question. Now answer the
You're
question.
making a little hole and you're making a ditch, and you have to. If there's only 3 tefachim, then it. Well, it's not different akuma. It's a different.
It's karka akuma, right? Karka akuma.
Really?
And it's not. They don't call that a karka akuma. But the Gemara is going to answer like this. The Gemara says, "Hasam the isa the dolphin pachos ma'arba amos sagya." There you have a wall. Less than 10 tefachim, we know from Hilchos Shabbos, is not even a mechitza. Above 20 amos is a mechitza. It's not chazia for a dolphin. The Gemara says, lo chazia le dolphin for sukkah. Sukkah, there's a pool. Aman yedu darasecha, we need to sell sukkah. Right? But it's considered a wall. Less than 10 tefachim, that's the Gemara says, hasam di isa le dolphin bachas ma'arba amos zagya. Hachal, the shavuye le dolphin, you want to make it into a new wall, tefachim in, ilolo. You need that. Haisa gvoa, master mama.
What does the 3 tefachim do? I guess Rashi explains.
It's called lavud. Lavud means you join the areas together. Dofen akuma just bends the wall, so the wall is still there. Lavud actually contracts the area that halachically we view it as the ditch already extended to the wall. We made it. It's like you made a ditch all the way to the wall, and therefore you have a 10 tefachim wall.
Interesting.
It's called lavud.
So you mean the walls stay where they are and the ditch moves, sort of. That's what you're saying, really. The walls don't bend.
The walls don't bend.
The ditch move makes it.
It's ki'ilu the ground intervening and interposing doesn't exist.
Very interesting.
That's the halacha of lavud. It's halacha of Moshe Messina.
Very interesting. I didn't know that. Very good. Thank you, Benzina. Learning new things.
Yeah, you ask the questions, I answer. That's my job. All right.
That's nice. You should work at Home Depot. I think they could use somebody like you. Put on those orange things. Orange jackets.
Yeah, what would I do there?
No, they thank you ask. It sounds like something you know. Okay.
What would I do at Home Depot? I cut the wood. You know that guy he asked for the 2x4s. You know, is the guy who cuts all the wood.
Oh, they have a place in Israel called like Home Depot. It's trying to make it. They call it also the same type of name, Home. Something. Oh, yeah, the service there is just atrocious. I don't know.
Maishna from the rest of Israel. It's all of Israel. The service is atrocious.
Oh no, that's not nice. Don't say that. Okay, let's go.
All right, the service is not the best there.
No, this is a certain store that has this Home Depot. They're trying to show them. They call themselves Home something. I don't want to say the name, but
is that where you went when you built your sukkah?
Like you have to run after to find somebody to help you. There's nobody helping you. They don't ask. They don't want to help you. You have to run after.
I want to let people know that what Shmuel is describing is actually the way it exists in all of Israel. I was actually at the falafel store, and I asked for a falafel. The guy pointed me to the pizza guy. He pointed to me. I said, "Can I have falafel?" He pointed me to the pizza guy. I was waiting 5 minutes for the pizza guy. The pizza guy, after 5 minutes, the pizza guy says, "Can I order falafel?" He says, he points me back to the falafel guy. So I go back to the falafel guy. The falafel guy says, "No, you have to pay first." I'm like, you could have told me that beforehand. Why did you have to tell me that now? You have to pay first. He was the falafel guy. There's certain things. He didn't even talk to me.
I'm telling you why. Because in Israel, if they think there's certain.
Yeah, we have to go.
Spoken rules. Okay, let's go.
We're in trouble.
There's unspoken rules, and you have to understand that. Okay, let's go.
All right. So the Gemara says, "Sarah, good ask 1 second. Haisa gvo me'esrama bana ba'amud shu gavoa sarat vacham." The whole sukkah was taller than 20 amos, but you had a certain pillar which was 7 tefachim by 7 tefachim in the middle that was 10 tefachim tall. We can view the walls go up. It has walls. It's a pillar, so it has walls right on the bottom. It's made out of walls. So there's a halacha of good asik mechitza. We can allow imaginary walls to go up. I'm like Rabbi, but mechitzas in the cars we only see good asik mechitza when you have a start of a wall, but here the walls are part of the amud, so you don't really see the wall, so you can't say good asik. Let's say you have 4 poles, and you want to make a sukkah on top of them without walls. Rabbi Yaakov machshir. Rabbi Yaakov says it's kasher. Come and post it. Amar Rav Huna, what's the machlokas? Machlokas al sfas agag. Machlokas is when you make this sukkah on the top of a roof. The Rabbi Yaakov said, that the walls of the building beneath rise up, where basically the sukkah is outlined on top of the roof, so it takes up the entire roof. He says the walls of the building everyone agrees in the middle of the gag. If it didn't reach around the whole roof, which is in the middle of the roof, there's no way to say good asim mechitzta. There's no walls there. Everyone says psula. Rav Nachman Amar be'emsa gag machlokas. Malchus Rabbi Yaakov and Rabbanan, even in the emsa gag. We'll see why later it could be kosher. What did Rav Nachman mean to say that on the emsa gag is machlokas, but svasa gag, everyone agrees we would say good asim mechitzta. Odilma bein bezu machlokas. So really, Rabbi Yaakov would machshir in both cases, and Rabbanan would passel in both cases. Take it. But the Gemara doesn't resolve that question. Now we're going to ask on Rav Huna. No, it's daled kundesin ba'aretz u'sichich al gabon. Rabbi Yaakov machshir v'kam posling. Ba'aretz, it's talking about in the middle of the land, in the middle of the wilderness, the middle of anywhere, any ground. There's no building underneath. Ba'aretz kemsa gagdami. It's like the middle of the top of the roof, the middle of the roof. The kamachshir Rabbi Yaakov. Rabbi Yaakov still allows it. Tiyufta the Rav Huna tiyufta. We've disproved Rav Huna. The machlokas must be even be'emsa gag. V'od be'emsa gag with the pligi al sfas hagag divrei kol kshera. You can infer from this over here that everyone would agree, even the Rabbanan would agree, al sfas hagag, it would be kosher. They say Rav Huna is disproven on two things, he said. Really, you could say I'm wrong about the middle of the gag, but really, the Rabbanan modeh, they would be puzzled al sfas hagag. The reason that the Brisa says the middle of the gag, the aretz, it's like the Rabbi Yaakov even allows the middle of the gag. Tana Rabbanan. Now it's arba kundesim. We're going to see how it could be that arba kundesim would be a kasher sukkah. Now it's arba kundesim bar. Rabbi Yaakov Omer roin kol shilu yichakiku v'yichalku v'yesh behen tefach lekan v'tefach lekan yidonim mishum diyumid. V'imlav ein yidonim mishum diyumid. Sheyaya Rabbi Yaakov Omer diyumid sukkah tefach. He says Rabbi Yaakov that you have these square, circular pieces, let's say, they're poles over here. Now you convert whatever area is circumscribed in a circle, you convert that to a square. And if the square measures a tefach by a tefach, so then you could carve out the middle part of the square, and you'd be left with a wall, a 90-degree angle at each side. So you have you have a tefach lakan, and therefore you have four walls made out of each one a tefach. So it would be a tefach at the end of one wall and a tefach at the other end of the wall, and you'd have a whole sukkah like that. He said that would be kosher for sukkah. They say, like our Mishnah, you have to have a full two walls, and the third wall could even be a tefach. Well, that will conclude today's shir. Anything to add, Shmuel, to the shir?
It's very important rules, and I think we have to have pictures. We have to,
Pictures?
Yeah, they have a sale in the book outside. So there's pictures on you saw that?
I don't do pictures. Listen, if you want pictures,
okay,
you know where to go to. I do a quick shir. It's now 23 minutes and 36 seconds and counting, but we've done the whole daf in 23 minutes, not 52 minutes. Not to take away from anyone else's share. If you want to listen longer, there's plenty.
You give us 22 minutes. We'll give you the daf.
I'll give you the daf. Exactly, 22 minutes.
But that's a good one. You could.
Is that what they say in 10:10 News? The 22 minutes?
Well,
they say 10 minutes. What do they say?
22 minutes.
22 minutes. We'll give you. Exactly. Perfect. Okay, that's our slogan for today. Have a good day. Bye.